Here's a quick shot of what's to come on winningruns.com. Be sure you visit the website to see the rest of it. Hello, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. I'm Charlotte Cunningham.
I'm Zach Thompson, and this is my wife Amber.
And my husband Nick. And we'd also like to introduce our mascot, the Barrel Monkey. We'd like to thank Lisa McCool of Diamond W Arena for letting us shoot all of our shows here at this beautiful facility in Alvarado, Texas.
And now, since you know all the crew, let's get ready to make that winning run.
Latricia, you've come here today. You're going to set up several colts for us, and you're going to explain to us your ideal barrel horse and your conformation. Now explain to me, you always like to buy horses on a limited budget and make them champions. Can you give me some examples of the ones that you've had?
Yes, we bought a horse. I guess probably one of my first futurity colts that we ever had was a horse named Bubba Hempen. And we bought him, and he went on and won a futurity and made a really nice horse, and he's rodeoing now. And then we bought a horse, just a streak in 6, and I won a futurity, the Delta Downs futurity on him, won a round at the Speed Horse on him, and he's also rodeoing now. And bought a horse, Shug's Calico Dreamer, won the APHA World on him. Little girl's high school rodeoing on him now. Well, she's going to college this next year. All of those horses have been under that 3,000 range. We've always lived on a limited budget, and that's kind of what I do, is take them and go on and try to win them.
I see you brought some color with you today.
I
wow,
did.
She is colorful. So tell me about this mare and what she's out of and where she came from and what you like and don't like about her.
She is colorful. Very seldom do you get a black and white paint that I just absolutely love, and I really like this filly. Once again, came from the Heritage Place sale. She belongs to Angela Ganner from there in Abilene. She is a daughter of Okie Dokie Dale and out of a Such an Image mare. Big O-typey mare. This just a big, stout, lots of volume typey mare. She's got a pretty good slope to her shoulder, which allows for extension and stride. Deep through the heart girth, long enough through her whole body, through her rib cage, long hip, ties in. She doesn't want to be on camera today.
No, she's as pretty as she is. She doesn't want to stand there. But this is part of winning runs, not always being perfect.
She has a big old massive hip. I mean, you know, it's really hard for me to look at this filly and think 3 years old.
Right.
To me, she's a very mature filly at 3 years old. There are some things that I would change about her. I mean, that's with all of them. Probably, first of all, that I don't own her, but secondly, she's a little bit straight in her front legs. And by that I don't mean pointed forward. Straight forward's good, but she's a little probably behind at the knee and a little bit straight up and down over her pasterns.
Okay. I can see that her pasterns are a little bit.
Yeah, the angles angles a little steep on them. My husband's a horseshoer and she needs to be reset, so typical. But she's a little long in a cannon bone, a little high hawked, which you would think would make it a little hard for her to get on her hip and make her maybe a little front endy. She is a little front endy. By that I don't mean she's dumping on her front end, but when she rates, she kind of drops a little bit all over.
Yeah.
Lots of volume, lots of mass. I think a big, pretty, overall eye-appealing filly that people really like, and she should win some money next year if her trainer does a good job. This filly, when we were talking about conformation, I talked about a horse, a length of neck on a horse, and when you set on this filly, there's some volume through her shoulder. She's got a nice long neck, and I really like where this mare carries her head. Her even moving, this mare's head stays just slightly above wither level. And I like a horse that chases their nose in the turn. I want them to have some snap on the backside, but my personal preference is a horse that chases their nose in a turn. I like them always moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. I talk about moving forward a lot. I like the length of this mare, and I'll show you why. When this mare trots, she's got a lot of extension to her trot. And you can tell a lot about a horse's length of stride at a long trot. Those horses that have a lot of stride trot and they'll really reach out there, then they're probably going to have a long stride.